everybody. Let me know if you're watching. Let me know what in the comment things there. I just wanted to do like a little live bit because it seriously has only been like a week, I think, but it feels like it's been forever. Um, Hi, DJ. Um, I we had family in, and it was Zoe's birthday, so as you can tell, giant balloons. Dude, what am I doing? Pom pom shit. Um, it was a wild and crazy event. So, I just want to kind of catch up and see what y'all's been doing because I haven't been like answering comments. I haven't been um, my Twitter messages and shit. Like none of this stuff I've been commenting on. The only thing I've been doing is Instagram, really, and it's just because it's completely um, to me at the minute not very personal. I take a picture of something and put it up. Shabam shaboozle. So, um, yeah, I just wanted to chat with you guys, like in a real talking manner. I was going to do a video yesterday, and then my daughter sprained her ankle, and I had to take her to the emergency room, and luckily it's not broken. It's not pretty to look at, I'll be honest with you there. It is not pretty to look at, but she's feeling a little bit better. As far as Ittober goes, I have totally fallen behind. I hope to remedy that this weekend and get all caught up. It's not really that much reading, um, so I'll probably be doing that. We're going to be doing a giant book haul here probably tomorrow. It's Zoe's day off, so we'll do a book haul and we're going to do some tag videos that we've been tagged in and that we've just been wanting to do for a while. But I guess I could do some like reviewish type stuff. Oh my gosh, too much stuff here. I read this, which is awesome. It's the volume 1 of the Suicide Squad from the New 52. And I had the first, what is it, 1 through 7? Yeah, I had the first 5 issues and never got the next 2. So, getting a end somewhat to this. It ends kind of cliffhangery, but look at how badass that is. Who doesn't want that Deadshot figure? And then I was geeking out on this yesterday too. I want the dual-headed Harley dude with 3 arms figure. Maybe the little person with a chainsaw too. That is just amazing. I absolutely love that. I got some other stuff. I wonder if I could share a little bit about it. Oh, let's see here. What's this say? Oh, I'm so glad you like the book hauls, DJ. Can I call you DJ or should I call you DJ Legion? Either one is fine by me. Yeah, so Zoe got a ton of stuff for her birthday, which is super cool. And I got some more horror books, and I got some trade paperbacks, and I don't know if I should. I'm going to show you this one. DJ is cool. You got it. I got this. the Essential Batman Encyclopedia. Huh. Huh. Guess how much this was? Well, it retails for $30 back whenever this was made, which was 2008. But I got it for $5. You can't even see that. $5. $5? $5. Um, over at Iliad. We went to Iliad again. And honestly, I'm pretty sure this is just all pre-New 52, which is fine because that's kind of what I've been digging into the most with Batman lately. I am trying to spread out to the other books like Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Hood and the Outlaws, which I am just absolutely loving right now. So there's that. But as far as like things that I got going on with me, is that I really just want to show you a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll just throw a couple out, and then you could see the book haul and get excited. Okay, so I got Volume 2 of Batman 66. Awesome. I got Volume 4 of Nightwing. I got Volume 6 of Red Hood and the Outlaws. And I also got Volume 3 of Suicide Squad. They didn't have Volume 2, so I'm a little pissed off about that. DJ, I 100% agree with you. The problem with Batman is that you have to buy 6 titles to follow the story, and Spider-Man is the same. With Spider-Man, I almost feel like it's worse because I think they fuck up a little bit, and I don't know, maybe you could help me with this, but some of the Spider titles I feel like are in one continuity, and then some of the other Spider titles are in a different continuity. But then it seems like every once in a while those will cross, and that totally takes the whole shtick away from it being separate continuities. It's almost like everyone's hoping no one's paying attention. Batman does that too, but there are some Batman titles that are obviously not main continuity. So like when they did Batman Confidential, like that was a completely not a part of the continuity, which was cool. A lot of the Batman trades are out of continuity, which is cool. So, and it's like that going in. As far as the different titles, I like it and I don't like it. I don't like it when I'm trying to collect just the issues because not every place carries every issue. So that's kind of annoying. But when you're getting the trades, a lot of the side stories, or like you'll have like this collects Batman 673 to 670 plus Nightwing 4 through 5 and Red Robin, blah 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 blah. So that's cool, and I'm sure that the Marvel trades do the same thing, but I don't know, and maybe you could answer this for me too. I don't know if Marvel trades come out as frequently as the DC trades, because it seems like every story arc you have for Batman or the Bat family or the whole shebang, as soon as the story arc's done, the trade will be out in a month or something like that. So, I don't know, it's hard to keep track of everything, but I'm really trying right now to kind of like just drown myself in the story to where I am grabbing all the other parts because for the longest time, Dick Grayson was like the most boring character to me. And I'm really digging Nightwing and um, the whole, and like Grayson when that was a thing. I don't think they do that anymore. I don't know. I might be wrong. But I'm just really doing the whole shebang. And Red Hood is awesome. Like, that was the one that I never thought I would like fall into, but I'm really, really digging it. I'm not following comics recently, but I like the trade, something that gives me the whole story start to finish. Exactly. Although I am really excited to try to jump in on this whole Batman proposing to Catwoman and Catwoman saying yes thing. Um, when I was out the other day, because all the comic book stores that I knew about near where I'm at now are closed. Like, they closed down. So when we were in LA the other day, I really, really wanted to like stop somewhere and try to get those issues. But I think I'm just gonna order them online. So there's that. So that's been kind of eating up a lot of my time. Zoe's birthday, and trying to like keep stuff hidden from her. Um, like, that was really, really difficult. Characters like the Shadow, Greenhorn, the Spider, the Owl, Black Hood, etc. The man with a gun and no powers is my kind of hero. I agree. I think the reason why I like Batman so much is because I love detective novels, and even growing up, I thought Batman was cool as shit. But again, a lot of that had to do with the TV show, the Adam West TV show, which as a kid I think you're allowed to say is cool as shit. But as you get older, it's kind of cheesy. But that's how I got into Batman. But I think the reason why I've stayed on Batman is because of the whole like just being a human trying to like figure crap out, using detective work and stuff like that. But I will say one of the things that really doesn't do it for me with Batman, like, I'm probably the only person that thinks this way, but like, I don't care about Batmobiles or bat planes or whatever. I don't care about the gadgets. They're fine, but if he had absolutely nothing and was just a dude, I would probably like it just as much, even if he wasn't rich. And I know the whole him being like the rich playboy is how he's able to do all this stuff, but at the same time, if he was just Batman, I would probably be fine with him. But so there's that. Um, it was going good until okay. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if you guys go through this too, but as much as I love having family here, it is a little tricky. Like, just balancing, and for me, balancing time is a fucking crapshoot anyway. So balancing time with family, still being able to do my work and still trying to do my hobbies, was really tricky, and it was really getting hard for me to take care of all that shit. So I was getting really stressed out the first few days, and then I finally just said, I'm not even going to try because I'm losing my mind right now. So I'll just wait until things start calming down. The other thing that was hard is that Zoe wasn't here most of the time because she was working, and so that put a lot of the entertain your guests stuff on me, and I'm not very good at that because for a lot of the day I like and like go inside myself kind of thing and just focus on whatever the hell I'm doing. So that was really tricky to do. But I had a really good time. I'm glad they came. And we went to the Getty Center a couple days ago and saw, what is it, Richard Hawking stuff, like his photography and sketches and all that. And so that was really, really, really cool. And then we went to Iliad, and any trip to Iliad in North Hollywood is worth it. Even though it took us 3.5 hours to drive back from LAX. That was a pain in the ass. It makes me want to yawn just thinking about driving. Hello, how you doing? Sorry I haven't been getting back to you on Twitter. I've just been losing my gourd the last 2 weeks. And the only like work I've been doing is working on my comic book, and so it was either like make videos, which is cool and I love doing it, or work on my comic book, which I really, really love to do. And then even the Inktober stuff, I was drawing every day, but I wasn't posting every day. So I have some drawings here, just like real simple sketches of what I want my characters to look like and stuff. So I got to post those. I'll probably post those today. But I'm really, really getting more and more excited about my comic book. I think I'm going to be bringing in a lot of characters from serials and books that I've written and bringing them into this world with the other characters that I already had in there. Because I feel like some of these characters really, really work better in this medium than they would in a pulpy serial that is like 80 years out of date. Hey, Mr. Junky, is it your birthday? It is not my birthday. It was Zoe's birthday. And Zoe's birthday was on the 30th. And we partied hardy for 2 days with the family here. And I'm really still recovering. Let's see here. Oh, thank you that you like the drawings. I've been going back and forth on how I want the look of them to be because, and that pencil is badass. If you didn't see it in my awesome, like, 2-second video. Here we go. It's this bad boy. It is a John Paul Getty Museum woodless all graphite pencil. So if you see, like, it's not wood, it's just all lead. So I could do all sorts of stuff. So I'm really, really excited. Because before I was using like these pencils for outlines, and then I do all of my this is kind of ghetto, but I really, really like it. I do all of my drawing, my ink stuff with a fine point Sharpie, a normal Sharpie, and then a fat fucking Sharpie. And so what I was going to say about the art style, I wanted to do, I wanted Zoe to do the art for the comics, and she even says that she doesn't think she's going to have time to do it with her work schedule, so she might do covers, but I need someone doing, like, the interior of the book. And so there was a part of me that was like, maybe I could do the pencils and give it to somebody, but it would, I think if I were to do it like that, it would look really not professional unless the style of the book was more like Batman the Animated Series, or oh, what's his name? It's Claus something. I don't know if you've read. This is all Batman references, by the way. Batman Black and White, the first volume of that, and there was this amazing story in it about Two-Face, how he got his face back to normal, and he just couldn't cope, kind of thing. And the artwork is very much like the animated series, but it's black and white, and it's just gorgeous. Would you do a video or show what you do? Yes. Let me, in case you missed the beginning, my daughter sprained her ankle yesterday, and that's why I didn't do anything yesterday, because we were in the emergency room. So she's wanting a quesadilla right now, so I have to tell her I'll make her one. And thanks to autocorrect, I just said I'll make it in a bot. So, love that. Let me see. I have a bunch of the drawings here. Let me see here. I can't remember. Here's some that I haven't posted yet, and these again are just real quick sketches of some of the characters that are going to be involved. So, good stuff. But I'm going to start doing... I was looking at the list, and the list is almost scarier than anything else, because, like... I think that's right here. I was making a list of the characters that are going to be in it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? So, and I gotta explain this too. It's like, for those of you who know anything about, like, Black Star Canyon, I started putting Black Star Canyon together in, I want to say 2000, and it took me like 13 years to get it going, because for 8 of those years I was pitching it as a television show, and that was kind of tricky. So but this whole stuff, and what I'm just calling it, so I could quit calling it my comic project or whatever, the code name is Black Death Chronicles, or just Black Death. That's what the code word is going to be for it. The problem is that I made a whole, like, universe, and there's all these separate characters that I would love to have their own books. And if I was writing these as pulps, I would definitely separate them and have like 10 issues of this, 5 issues of this, and then when this and this mesh, it's a new moniker, and then we'll have 12 episodes of this and all that other stuff. But I don't really know exactly how I would do that, unless maybe I were to do like some sort of Patreon thing, and do with the Kickstarter, do the first issue, and then hopefully the backers from Kickstarter would want the ongoing books, and something like that. So I don't know if you have any ideas on how that could work. I would love to hear it. But so that's the comic. That was Zoe's birthday. That was that. Anything else going on, anybody? I'd love to hear what you guys have been up to. Peter, what you writing? How's your book coming? Get a cup of coffee, everybody. Nothing? Okay. Well, I guess I'll cut this kind of short then. I want to kind of get back to writing. And if any of you are artists and you would like to help do this, I would love to talk to you about it, and pay would be a part of it. So let me know if that's something you all are interested in. And let me know what kind of videos you want to see, because it's been, like, seriously, I feel like it's been fucking forever. I know it's only been like a week. Ittober, yes. I could do some Ittober videos. For those of you who didn't get here when it started, I fell back when there was family here, so I'm trying to catch up this weekend, so I could be on point with everybody else. We got to page 109. Awesome. Yep, that is a chunker. So, just gotta slowly keep it going. But yeah. Anyway, so I'll be probably doing got an Easton Press Moby Dick today for $10. Yeah, Zoe's gonna come find you and beat you and take that from you. So, if I were you, I would hide it. I can't wait for us to do the book haul, because she's gotten a couple more Moby Dick books that are really pretty cool. One of them I got her for her birthday, and I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but it's pretty awesome. So I was pretty excited about that. Hey Jody. Yeah, so, like, if any of you have Moby Dick books, you need to hide them from Zoe, because I know she seems like a super sweet little Brit, but she'll come after you, and she'll shank you in the neck and take that book right from you. Yeah, I will be doing some Ittober videos, especially. I think I'll start on Monday with those, because I want to get caught up this weekend. Other, like, tag videos, I want to be doing the unpopular opinions tag. I'll probably do that this weekend. Me and Zoe want to do the partners tag, and Steve did a tag the other day, and it was like the confessions tag. I want to do that. And then I wanted to do that freaking, I don't know if you guys have seen it, the, like, what's in your commuter bag or computer bag tag. So I was right about to do it, and my fucking dog pissed on my bag. Like, probably about 15 minutes before I was going to do the video. And so I had to take everything out of it, because I panicked thinking that the dog was going to piss on it, and then I had to clean the bag. So now the bag's empty, and if I were to do the video now, it would be boring as shit. So I'm trying to let it organically grow matter inside of it, so I could do a interesting video about that. So hopefully that will happen. But right now it's still kind of empty. So you can't put things on the floor that are in some sort of vertical nature, because dogs with penises will attempt to piss on that. So oh shit. Sorry. Charlie jumped in the house. Charlie is the blue jay that Fred, the puppy, wants to eat, because I talk to it, and he doesn't like that. He doesn't like sharing daddy with nobody. But Mindy, an empty bag full of dog piss could be funny, and it would be funny if I was watching somebody else make that video. Me opening a bag of dog piss is not okay. Oh, and so get this. So we got a steam cleaner because I did not read all the Goosebumps stuff when I was young. That was I was about 14 when Goosebumps started coming out, and by that time I was already reading like Stephen King and old EC comics and stuff like that. But I watched the show. I thought the show was so fun, and if you go back and watch them now, there are so many actors who are like in films and stuff now that were kids on that. And I, off the top of my head, Catherine Isabel is just like ringing in my head, and seeing her on an episode of Goosebumps was freaking hysterical. But so we got this steam cleaner, right? And the whole idea was we're gonna steam clean the carpets in case when we're gone and we have to be gone for longer than a couple hours and the dog pisses on something, we could like clean it up or whatever. So then we go down to the airport, we go down to LA for the day, come back. We have 3 dogs, 2 boys, 1 girl. I'm pretty sure all 3 of them pissed on the box that the steam cleaner came in. So I don't know what that says about my dogs. I don't know if they're like, yo, I don't like this giant cleaning vacuum. You're going to try to get my stink out of the house up yours. I'm going to stink this whole place up, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. I don't know why my dogs have weird attitudes when I say how they talk, but doing Goosebumps for my October Halloween vids. That's awesome. I was actually, oh, this is a really good time to talk about this. Okay, so me and Zoe want to have like an online Halloween party kind of thing. And I don't know if we're going to do it on Halloween or if we're going to do it on the weekend before or something. But we want to do like dress up, board games, all sorts of other stuff. The last week of October, I was even thinking of taking like public domain silent movies and putting like a whole new script on them and acting out the parts. Because that's one of the stupid things I would do. So, let me know if you guys are up for the weekend or if you guys are up for the actual Tuesday that Halloween's on. I know a lot of us have kids and all that stuff, so it would be like either a many hour thing that you could kind of come and go as you please, or a later thing when the kids are being eaten alive by witches and giant jack-o'-lanterns. So, let me know. Buried in smoke. I love everything you just said. Weekend. Okay. I've always wanted to go to a Halloween party. I vote weekend. Okay. Then I'll get Zoe's schedule together. And we'll figure out a way to do it. And we could either, I think we'll just do it kind of like this. But, I mean, I want pictures, because if there ain't pictures, it didn't happen. So, make sure, I want you guys all dressed up, and I want photos. Yes, I want photos. We're getting dressed up. I think I'm going to go as Little Orphan Annie. That's not true. I'm not going to do that. But, yay. I'm so glad everyone's excited. Like, I hope you're really excited and it's not just like emoji talk. But I'm very excited. Because I don't know about you, but being the introvert that I am, the one thing I really dislike is going to a place where there's a lot of people, some of whom I don't know, and I have to pretend I'm having a good time. Because most of the time, when I hear people talk, it makes like my ears hurt and I just want to like claw my face off. Because I ain't got no patience for that kind of shit no mo. I don't. I can't fucking pretend to enjoy myself when I'm around a bunch of people who are just driving me absolutely batshit. So I'm glad that I could hang out with all my bitchin' booktube friends. This is gonna be fun. So Zoe's gonna be really happy because she likes having um, small get-togethers. So, and I hate when I talk so much that my coffee goes cold. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it makes me very upset. Um, Anyone have introvert problems? Yeah, I think pretty much everyone on here, I'm gonna guess, has some sort of introvert problems. Um, and the funny thing is, let me know if any of you guys were like this. I was a total extrovert through high school, through college, and then I had a kid, and my whole outlook on life completely changed, and I just have no want to do anything like that anymore. I don't know. Um, so my kid made me an introvert, and I'm super happy that that happened. But what have you guys been seeing any new movies or anything like that that we should talk about or watch on Halloween? If you guys haven't seen The Transfiguration, it's on Netflix. It's a really not fun. It's like it's very realistic, touching kind of thing. But it has a lot of the feel that George Romero's Martin had, and that was one of my favorite vampire movies. So if you haven't seen Martin, you might want to check that out. But The Transfiguration is very good. I saw the new It, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if that's helpful or not. DJ, I hate people. I was trying to be smooth about saying that. And then Braden Smoke says, I thought I had social anxiety, but then I learned I just hate being around people. Yeah, see, here's the thing. People are hard work. And a lot of things would be like enjoyable if there weren't people there. It's like Faulty Towers. If you've ever seen Faulty Towers with John Cleese, it is hysterical. But his whole thing is he loves being a hotel manager and owning his own hotel. And it would be the greatest thing in the world if there were only no people there. Like, he would absolutely love it more than anything if he didn't have guests. But he's a hotel manager. And it's just, like, I feel like him 90% of the time, guaranteed. And for some reason, this weekend is a big weekend up here. So, down in the village and down by the lake and down at the shops, it's already crazy. And I do have to go out and get some bits and bobs today, but I'm really hoping if I go later, hopefully everyone will be drunk and home somewhere or at their cabin. Young, overcaffeinated females on BookTube, I hate them the most. Ooh, controversial. Shots fired. Let's see what else we got here. I love the new It movie. How are you liking the book so far? I'm on page 407, but I started last month. The book so far, this is what I'm going to say. There are some Stephen King isms in this book, and they are things about Stephen King that I don't like, that I've never liked, and, okay, for instance, I think it's the second chapter. It's talking about the guys that beat up the guy for being gay and throwing him off the bridge or whatever. And the cops are talking to him and questioning him and all this stuff. And that's all fine. If you're going to have somebody say horrible things about gays. And even in the mid 80s, when this book was done, early to mid 80s, a lot of this, I feel, was even stepping on weird. But when they're questioning him, so the bad guys are saying all these horrible things about gays, whatever. Then the cops questioning them are also saying kind of horrific things about gays. But then the narrator of the book said something negative about gays. And that is where, and when I do the video, I'll point it out. But I really was like, okay, if you're going to be a narrator, like, try to be like an unbiased spectator here. Like, don't jump on the bandwagon of gay bashing for the sake of it. And I know it was early 80s. Grids just turned to AIDS, HIV, the whole thing. Everyone's afraid of everything. But I thought that was a little tacky. Anytime a narrator comes out of being a narrator to, like, say something that's just weird. And I know Stephen King's like a super hard liberal, so that's just weird. I don't know. I love the new It. Okay, we read that one. I need to read it still. The Stand was epic. I haven't read The Stand. Zoe read it, and I think that's like her favorite book by Stephen King. But love King, but he'll go on so deep on characters, and then we'll never see him again. True. Mindy, I hate that chapter. It got to me as well. Stan Uris' wife. What the fuck was that? I'm shockingly finding it interesting. I didn't think I would. Now, right off the bat, I am finding it interesting, and I'm liking the stuff that I'm reading. But I have a very bad track record with Stephen King. There are only a few books of his that I actually liked. And I've been let down by him way more than I've been super excited about the things that he's done. So, yeah. But if you know the chapter I'm talking about, like, and I just think even for like 83 or 84 or whenever it was written, I still think that was like a bit much. But I'm also reading. See, The Shining is good, but I like the movie better. Like, I think the movie took all of the shit that wasn't important out. Because there was a bunch of shit in the Shining book that wasn't important, I thought. That didn't really move the story forward at all. It would like move the story forward and forward and forward to something that isn't what it's supposed to be. Salem's Lot is good. I read that and I think I felt let down, and I felt that, like, even when I was done reading it, I felt like a lot of it didn't stick with me. Like, it wasn't like I was, like, The Rats by James Herbert. Like, I read that last month, and I'm still thinking about it. Like, fuck, holy shit, oh my god. But I am reading right now The Fog by James Herbert, and it's good. And I can't remember who said it in the chat, but somebody said they hate how Stephen King goes to great lengths describing people and then they're dead or they're not mentioned again in the book. James Herbert does this a lot, but the difference is that when James Herbert does it, it's exciting. Not exciting like, oh my gosh, but like it's enjoyable. And see you later, DJ. I'm going to be bailing on here soon. Quickly, too. The house ain't going to clean itself. Can we work on that, please? Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, and right now I'm making a 14-year-old girl with a sprained ankle clean her room because I'm a horrible human being. But she wants to have a friend spend the night, and daddy don't get pushed around by nothing. So anyway, so James Herbert's The Fog is a huge scope story, and there are so many chapters about people that you will never hear from again. And the chapters are good, but the only problem I'm having is that I'm having a hard time connecting with anyone because I'm halfway through the book, and as far as I know, there's only two characters that we're actually going to be following. And if you took just their story, it would be like barely a novella. So it feels like the book is just filler with a bunch of other like short stories about people going through the same thing just to like bulk the book up. The Rats books did this a little bit, but it always felt important. And if you haven't read the Rat trilogy and then um, the graphic novel for the fourth story of it, I highly, highly recommend it. It is so good. I really, really enjoyed it. Um, so anyway, so I'm reading that. I'm reading some other stuff too, but like I've been, and I think a lot of it has to do with having people here. I'll pick up a book and I'll start it, and then I put it down and I forget where the fuck I put it. Because I don't know about you guys, but when you have people at your house who are like living in your living area, they put their stuff down too. And so things get put down in odd places all over the place, and it gets confusing and shit gets lost. And then I was reading this one book, um, and when I picked it up, the bookmark fell out of it, and I just felt defeated. I fell on the floor and I cried up to the heavens. I just felt like I was beaten. So I'll figure that out and go back to it. Um, but I really am glad we all got to chat. I miss you guys so much. I really, really, really do. Um, have you ever read Richard Lehman? I don't think I have. What's Richard Lehman written? We'll keep this going so I could find out. And by the way, if any of you have Sean Houston's Slugs and you don't mind letting me borrow it, please do, because Slugs is like my favorite shitty movie of all time. It is so awful. But I want to see if the book, if they took the dialogue for the movie from the book. Because if they did, that book is going to be hysterical. So if any of you guys have Slugs by Sean Houston, let me know if you're willing to part with it for a week so I could give it a read. Insane horror books. He's a wild man. Okay, I'll look him up. Richard Lehman. Got it. Um, and I will remember it by saying Dick Lay. Mon. My favorite horror movies to watch in October: Cabin in the Woods, The Witch, and Crimson Peak. Zoe's been trying to get me to watch The Witch ever since it came out. She loves that movie, and for some reason I was not into it very much. Normally, my go-to are the Universal monsters, and I'll put a fog machine in my living room and have it like fog the floor up. So when I'm watching like the Wolfman, the fog on the floor meets the fog on the screen, and it's just very atmospheric and awesome. But then I also like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho. I really do like a lot of the exploitation movies of the 70s that were really great. Like Last House on the Left and I Spit on Your Grave and all those like just revenge movies. But they're not very Halloweeny. I think those are more like summer horror movies. So maybe we'll run through a Friday the 13th thing again. But that's kind of old hat. We've done that for years. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find some Val Luton stuff or some old RKO horror stuff and try to go that route. Love Hocus Pocus. Zoe loves Hocus Pocus too. And Zoe also loves The Worst Witch, if any of you know that movie. Um, she could like quote it and shit. It's really weird. I don't know if it's just a UK thing, but like I had never fucking heard of that movie, and I guess Tim Curry's in it. Maybe I'll watch Monster Squad. That was like one of my favorite movies growing up. It's like the Goonies with monsters. Um, Super good. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's really that many newer horror movies that I've seen that I really enjoyed lately. Get Out was okay. Oh, Monster Squad's the best. And for the longest time, I had this shitty um, blank DVD copy off of VHS because it was forever until they put that movie out on DVD. So when they finally did, I snapped that up. Um, but if you guys have seen, I think it's called Ouija Board Origins or something like that. Ouija Origins. Um, that movie is brutal. Um, and it has the same girl in it as the Annabelle, the newer Annabelle movie. Um, the one it's like a prequel. It takes place in the past when the doll's being made or whatever. Silver Bullet's awesome. Yeah. Um, like a lot of those like early 80s. Oh my god, I could go on a tangent. If you guys haven't seen Terror at 10 Killer, Nail Gun Massacre, or Movie House Massacre, look on YouTube for them. They're horrific and awesome. Horrific, and because I like shit, I like super crappy stuff, and those movies just take the fucking cake. Don't Go Into the Woods Alone is another great one. Grizzly, holy shit. Grizzly, that is probably the one movie that both me and Zoe are like, that is like our favorite movie. With George, or Christopher George. And if you haven't seen Pieces, it's an Italian movie that was made in America. Um, it is just god awful. It's so good. Twitch of the Death Nerve or Bay of Blood, same thing. Um, God, I could go on and on about really awkward and bad movies. And there's my dog barking at something else. But anyway, I gotta go make some quesadillas. So, oh, Buried in Smoke. Grizzly is just fucking amazing. And I'm pretty sure that's on YouTube. Um, Christopher George is like he was like the B movie god for about 5 years in the late 70s, early 80s. Um, he was in Graduation Day. Or wait, was that the other one? I don't know. He was in a ton of stuff. All good. Definitely check him out. And Linda Day George, she's his wife, and she's in Pieces. Um, oh, so good. Oh, uh, Bloody Moon. Bloody Moon. Bloody Moon. Horrendous. It's so amazing. Um, so maybe I'll do just like a little video of like really crap movies to eat popcorn to, um, while you're getting ready for Halloween. An Eyeball. You guys have to see Eyeball. If you haven't seen Eyeball, stop what you're doing and watch Eyeball. Eyeball is like seriously one of my favorite movies. It's got one of the best scores ever. It's by Umberto Lenzi. It's total shit, but you'll enjoy yourself the whole time. So, anyway, mwah, thank you for all of the awesome talks. It's so good to be chatting with you guys. I feel so much better. So hopefully I'll be doing some more videos today. I'm going to be working on my comic for a bit, and then we'll see how everything goes. So until next time. That was bye.